on football today has a very good offense. Our top 10 in total yards. They go up against the Bills, who will have to try and slow them down. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Jerome Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in one of America's finest cities, Miami, Florida. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. They'll come out in the pistol. Tannehill on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
First carry for the former Florida State man. It's Carlos Williams. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Time to feature the offensive starters, and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who was known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So on now is the Miami punter, Matt Darr, to kick this one away. And he gets it away, and it's a laser. Headed for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. This is Chris Cole. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Again, they run it with Cole. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. The wide receivers, often a very, very talented group, and that's the case here.
And they don't mind showcasing it either. Those guys love to be flashy, love to make big plays out in the open field. They will attempt to do so in this game.
So 2nd down was a run play. Now let's see what they do on 3rd.
Here we go.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's a man who started as a Buffalo Bill, Kiko Alonso, coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, Colton Schmidt to punt it away. And there's a flag on the play. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. They'll throw on first down with Taylor. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And a loose football. And they have possession. And they have it at the 38-yard line. Here comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simple to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and
now
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first time. I'll try to do better here. There he goes, right side. And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. And a big run there against the worst rush defense in the league. They're number 32 of 32.
And they're ranked that for a reason. And we're really not surprised to see a big run occur against them, are we?
So it'll be first down here after the run. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Kyle Williams never gets the credit he deserves as a defensive tackle, but every offense in the league knows how difficult it is to block it.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
380.
On second down, Williams. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Reggie Ragland, the second rounder, there for the stop.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
380.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill finding time. This will be caught at about the 6. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now it's Andrew Franks on for Miami. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, and they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
Coach will just be relieved, though, if they Taylor, he lost the football.
In plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go. Next round.
On second down, here's Taylor. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. 30, 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 82 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the three-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough. We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
Blue 10. Blue 10.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Tannehill now on second down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. And that'll bring up a third down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 34 yards.
And depending on the type of screen call, especially when you're throwing it with one of your wideouts, it's different blocking. Sometimes you get great blocking from the other wide receivers helping you. And how about sometimes getting it from the offensive linemen who sell it like a regular screen pass and then get out in front of the receiver and help him get downfield.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
Set 380.
Now a first down carry is Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12.
Everyone's got 4. Ready. Blue 10. Check.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he's brought down. They give him 14 yards that time, but a press shut it down.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Tannehill. And over the middle, this is Parker. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They go back to the ground with Williams. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Jordan Cameron is tight end, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. 10 yards still left on 2nd down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think of run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They've made goal line offense a priority on the practice field this week. This is exactly the situation they've been prepping for. They'll run it with Williams. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, after last week, where he kept finding the end zone, what do you have, 2 touchdown runs?
Yep.
He's got to be just a tad frustrated here. Close, but he hasn't gotten in.
Maybe they give him another shot. We'll see.
Well, I would think so. I think he's built up that type of equity. But the guys on the other side of the ball know it, too.
380. Zebra.
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Reggie Ragland. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Boy, the defender took some liberties there with a late hit, roughing the passer.
The league has done a great job of defining what is a late hit. An illegal contact on a quarterback, the defenders really have to get in line.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Tannehill on 1st down. It's caught. Stills right side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Again, we'll see the pistol here.
380.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Well, maybe thinking pass.
380.
So the defense flinches, contact made, and the 5-yard penalty ensues. Here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on first and goal.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Second and goal to go now. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. So stuff for no gain on second down brings up a pretty interesting third from this distance.
I'm throwing the ball, and I'm not even thinking about play pass. I'm going to let them know right away I'm throwing it. I'm probably giving my quarterback some room, sprint him out to one side or the other, and give him an opportunity. If it breaks down, he can take off and run for it.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Looking for someone to throw to. Now he's flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Frank's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So that's their third trip to the red zone, but all they have to show so far is 2 field goals.
Tough sledding in this game for the offense. They get to the red zone. Normally you count on a minimum of 3 points in each red zone trip. Not so far in this game.
Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now Taylor, nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you get 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Let's go.
On second down, here's Taylor. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 11, and that's going to lead to a third down.
He may have had some offseason foot surgery, but hasn't prevented Sammy Watkins from being Sammy Watkins, and that's special.
And when we see him before the game running the route tree, looked like the same Sammy Watkins to me that we saw a year ago.
Yeah, and I think he's going to just keep getting better and better. I love his explosiveness off the line of scrimmage as he starts his routes.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Going deep for his tight end play. And that is incomplete. Roughing the pass here, but Charles, that's a good call. But these days, you know quarterbacks, they're very protective.
We know how protective they are, and if it's anything borderline, they're going to get the call. But as a defender, that's hard to swallow sometimes because there's so many of these bang-bang plays.
This is pulled. And they went the wrong way there. 2 there, bringing up second down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. They'll come out in the pistol. On second down, Taylor. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. It's picked up by the rookie Jordan Lucas. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They begin the drive with Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him with dinner either.
Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Blue 10. Blue 10.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He's got time. And this is complete. The comebacker, it's Landry. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. On the left side, this is Stills. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of arm strength by the quarterback and timing by the receiver.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays. And you don't get many opportunities to dial them up. And they just did. And they drop it with a great chance to make a big play.
380.
That's going to hurt.
380.
Second and 10, Tannehill once more. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. 1 receiver left, 3 to the right. Throwing again is Tannehill. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, this from 53. And that'll be off the crossbar and out. It's short. He couldn't get it there. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando. He's standing by with our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else. And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Come on, let's go.
Second and 10, it's Taylor again. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Cameron Wake in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on third and long. Now Taylor to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's brought down after a good game. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Take this up just shy of midfield. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make that fight harder to try and catch you.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. And this offensive unit, they have to face a third down and 12 now. From the gun, it's Taylor. Surveying the field. And got a man. It's Woods. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. They come out here in the eye. first and 10. It's Taylor. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. Here's Taylor to throw. This is caught. Watkins. And he's brought down after a good game. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Here we go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
Ready to run it with Bull. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Let's go. Ryan 38.
Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They come out here in the eye. On 3rd and 1, it's Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And here come the Bills. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You see a little more bounce in and out of the...
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. They give him a gain of 38.
So let's go ahead and add to the difficulties of guys trying to cover receivers. They got to deal with speed, shiftiness, all of that stuff. But how about when they have height and length and deep downfield? You throw the ball up in the air. That's how they uncover at the end of a route, by being able to go up over the top and make a big catch.
He's got time in the pocket. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Finding time. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jason Jones in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Way back at the 17 now after the loss. It's 3rd and goal. An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Now Taylor. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes a field goal unit for the Bills, led by Dan Carpenter. And Carpenter knocks it through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a new way I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here. It's 2nd and 12. Another pistol look here. To throw on 2nd down is Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Kyle Williams able to drop him for a loss of 4. Tannehill. He's got time. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Here's Matt Darr now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Take it at the 37. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Offense in a good spot here, 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
Now Taylor. It's complete to his tight end, Charles Clay. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
They come up with an offset eye. On 1st down, it's Taylor. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Well, this is picked up by the Dolphins. And out come the Dolphins now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to come from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right. Blue 10, blue 10. 52.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. They get 25 yards out of that one. And the Dolphins are going to get a first down. They come out 5 wide. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end.
380.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie, Kamari Russell. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Bills getting set to go. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they get a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Chris Polk, 93 yards. And the Bills will add on to territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Back there, that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bullet for your team, and off he goes to the races.
After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Key the tight end. Hey, 380. 380. Check, check.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going deep here for Parker. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Double tight, double tight. 4 down, 4 down. Check, blue 10. 4 down. Zebra, zebra. Hey, 380. 380.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Desperation time for Tannehill on fourth down. Brought in over the middle by Graham. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Well, being just short of midfield, they decide to take a crack at it on fourth down. They don't come through.
Sometimes it's just showing confidence in your defense. You know that they're good, and they'll take care of you. A lot of coaches during the week will announce to their team, we're going to be aggressive, guys. We're going to go for it. Hey, defense, you got me? A little bit of a challenge to them to see if they'll pick up the rest of the team.
We'll see how they respond now. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try to bleed it out.
And they're going to bring him down. Back across midfield at the 45.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. In motion, the tight end play. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
But once again, a good example of situational football. That was 3rd and very long, so you know they were guarding against the pass. And when they decided to run the ball, that was okay. Whatever yardage they picked up, as long as they didn't get to the 1st down marker, the defense was willing to concede, and they stopped them well short of a 1st down.
31 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. From the gun, here's Tannehill. This one caught. Jordan Cameron. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On 1st down, Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Charles Tillman. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Now a handoff here to his running back. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take. Puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you.
Third down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That'll be good for 6, but now it's fourth down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Dan Carpenter now for the Bills field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes where people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Second down following the incompletion. Gun, Tannehill. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he's brought down after a good game. A good pickup there, 22.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks. Those guys are worth their weight in gold.
To the air, Tannehill on second down. And there's a flag on the field. So the roughing the passer penalty, 15 yards, and Charles, the defender, needs to know to stop there.
We've been talking about it for years. You essentially get one step after the quarterback throws his pass. Anything close to that or beyond that, you're going to get flags.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Tannehill surveying the field. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Hey, we've got tight left, tight end left. 3 down. Hey, 380. Zebra.
Here's Tannehill now on second down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
Wide 20.
Third and long, it's Tannehill. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And Cameron has it over the middle. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to get the football back. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one.
Here we go.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. And you know, Charles, divisional wins always loom a little bit larger, and they especially come into play later in the season. Sometimes they count as 2.
Exactly. The team that wins, if you've beaten that other team and they have to beat you late, they need that extra one. If you already have a win over them, it kind of cancels out what they can do.
And you know who does not like divisional losses and who loves divisional wins? Fan bases. You hear a little bit more that week if you win or you lose. The chatter starts, doesn't it?
Oh, indeed it does. And let's face it, if you're family and one team likes one team likes the other, you're going to be on the phone right away talking to your family and lording that win over them.
So for Buffalo, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Miami, they dip to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been